America's five biggest tech companies will spend $700 billion on AI infrastructure in 2026 alone. Europe's response: a total sovereign AI budget of just 10.6 billion euros. That's not a gap, that's a chasm, and it's getting wider every single year. Since 2000, real per capita income in the United States has grown twice as fast as the European Union. Economists point to one core reason: productivity. It simply means how much economic output you get for every hour of work. And right now, AI is the most powerful productivity tool ever built. The problem for Europe is that it missed the earlier build out of digital infrastructure in the 2000s. And now, history is repeating itself, but faster and with much higher stakes. From 2013 to 2024, cumulative private AI investment in the US exceeded $470 billion. Across all EU countries combined, just $50 billion. Here is where the story gets complicated. Europe did something the US didn't. It passed the world's first comprehensive AI law, the EU AI Act, in 2024. The idea was smart: regulate AI early, build public trust, lead on safety. Venture capital: money that private investors pour into risky, high growth startups, flows where regulations are light and returns are fast. And in AI, that means it flows to the United States. The result: Europe controls only 5 to 10% of global AI compute capacity, the raw processing power needed to train and run AI models, compared to 60 to 75% held by the United States. This is what economists call a two-speed economy, where two regions operate under the same global conditions but accumulate wealth and technology at completely different rates. To understand the scale, consider this. Amazon alone is spending $200 billion on AI infrastructure in 2026. Microsoft $120 billion. Google $175 billion. Combined, America's five biggest tech firms will invest close to $700 billion, more than the entire GDP of Sweden. Meanwhile, Europe's largest single AI project, Mistral's planned campus near Paris, is only one-fifth the size of OpenAI's Stargate project. And Stargate is just one of the America's many infrastructure builds. Europe's response has been the AI Continent Action Plan, a 200 billion euros mobilization target with 13 AI factories established across the continent. But 150 billion euros of that must come from private sources over an unspecified number of years. Commitments are not capital, plans are not data centers. Now, some economists ask a fair question: is this AI spending cycle a bubble, like a dot-com crash of 2000s, where trillions were poured into internet companies before most collapsed? The difference is this: in the 1990s, the infrastructure was built ahead of real demand. Today, hyperscalers like Microsoft and Amazon both report that their AI services are supply constrained, meaning customers want more than they can currently provide. That's a fundamentally different signal. McKinsey estimates that full AI adoption could lift Europe's productivity growth to 3.1% annually by 2030, enough to close its long-standing gap with the US. But that scenario requires Europe to actually build the infrastructure to run AI at scale. Europe built the world's finest regulations. The US built the world's finest infrastructure. In the AI era, infrastructure is destiny. The continent that runs the models will capture the productivity gains. And right now, that's not Europe. If the global economy fascinates you as much as it fascinates me, hit subscribe because the next breakdown is already coming. I'll see you there.